At Learning Minds, we deeply believe that leadership changes everything. And this changes not because of power, not because of authority, but because of perspective. Because what we believe is that leadership is when your perception of life grows beyond yourself. That's where everything changes. That's where inclusion happens. That's where change happens. That's where growth happens. And I think that is why at Learning Minds we deeply believe in the power of leadership, because it's leadership that changes everything. But leadership when it's a choice, not just authority.
And this is where coaching comes in. It's about taking people from where they are to where they want to be. It's about advice. It's about self-awareness. It's about understanding your blind spots. And it's about facilitating people to come into spaces where they understand impact, where they can be there emotionally, where they can be there physically, and they can be there intentionally. And that is why executive presence plays such an important role here, because it's about understanding the impact that you bring when you come into leadership spaces.
In many ways, sales is the same. It's not about pushing products. It's about the mindset. You sell when you serve. You sell when you believe. Skill set matters? Yes. But mindset, that's where the real game begins.
And precisely because of that, ethics are non-negotiable. When the mindset isn't anchored in ethics, everything else becomes noise. Real strategy, real success is built on intent, not gimmicks. Strategy without ethics is just manipulation.
The early years of your career define your trajectory. Those first 5 years of your career, they just don't shape what you do, but who you become. The early roles of management that you take up, that needs to be taken with courage and care, because that's what matters the most. It's not just about climbing fast, but it's about climbing right.
And to climb right, you need emotional intelligence. It's the number one skill today and tomorrow, because work is human and humans are emotional. So if you understand emotions, you understand performance.
And that's where culture comes in. What's culture? People like us do things like this. Yes, people like us do things like this. I wish culture was those wonderful quotations on the wall, but it's not. Culture is what people are doing when no one is watching them, and also when everyone is watching them. Culture is all about the choices that we make. Culture is about the habits, the rhythm, the consistency of whatever we do. That's what culture is. Culture is not an event. Culture is evolution.
In today's world, project management sits at the heart of evolution. It's a bridge between ambition and achievement, the holy grail. Whether you are a leader or a manager, you are actually leading a project, executing a project, whether you call it or not. It is not just about tactics, it's about how you convert ideas into impact.
And when you are driving impact, you will face expectations from everywhere. That's where managing a stakeholder becomes an art. Not everyone sees what you see, but your job is to align, not to argue.
And this is where presence returns again, because sometimes how you show up matters more than what you say. And that's why your body language, your calm, your composure is what creates that impact that is needed in leadership spaces.
Diversity and inclusion, they're not buzzwords. It's nature's default setting. The more perspectives you bring in, the more ideas you create. And so it's not a corporate trend. It's how life sustains itself.
And all of it needs strategy, but not the shiny, overcomplicated kind. Strategy that is simple, sincere, and filled with intent. Because clarity beats cleverness every single time.
And when clarity comes, courage must follow. That's why every early assignment matters, because it's a chance to build the courage muscle, because one day these small acts of courage will define your leadership.
And in the end, it all boils down to one common belief, and that is learning changes life. Yes, learning changes life, and that's what we deeply believe in, because it changes the way we think, it changes the way we lead, it changes the way we help others grow. It literally changes how we transform organization. And once we believe that learning changes life, that gives us the hope, the direction, the strategy to help people transform themselves, their teams, and their organization. That's what Learning Minds is all about.